Ndinoda kuti nyika isiwe vanhu vangu inguva yedu hatingatadzi kubudirira Mwari ari parutivi pedu rambai muchirwa
My hitters gon' die, and real hitters gon' shine and my people gon' rise. That's my point to it, yeah. I ain't saying
How the hell do I not have the deal? I swear this thing is a real dog. I play fan off, the cowards that they can't feel. The wife try to console me like it's coming, baby, chill. She don't understand. I'm the only one that's real. I remember the third grade. Them kids, they had waves. I had them BDBs. You know there's Zimbabwean grade. So they do shades and your boy hit the stage. Press play and all the chicks was like, yeah. While Boyce was moving bricks, I was moving chips. Yeah. If she gave me calculus, gave her a mouthful of it. Heat rose to this thing, boy, I bet on myself.
Grand Rising, everybody. We made it to Friday. Happy Friday to all of y'all out there. We definitely have a fantastic Friday in the books today, y'all, because I got two of the dopest queens in the building with me. I'm so excited to have them. We got Miss Nana Kibibi of New Black Arts West Theater joining me. She's going to be telling us all about the history of bringing Boyce Watkins right here to our area for an event that's coming up next weekend. And also Miss Debrena Gandy is in the building. She is going to be telling us about her connection to this event and how she's brought her brilliance into it. So trust me when I tell you, y'all are in for a treat today. Of course, it is the top of the show though. So we want you to share this treat with others. That's right. Go ahead and tag and share the stream with folks who you feel could benefit from a daily dose of dopeness right here on The Day with Trae. If you cannot watch our TV show, we definitely have you covered. You can listen to us anywhere you find your favorite podcast. Just search Converge Media Network and The Day with Trae. Y'all will find me on Google, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, Apple Music, whichever podcast platform is your favorite. I think there's like 200 plus of them, but we're on all of them. So go ahead and search your favorite one and y'all will find us there. Shout out to everyone who's making that happen in the background. But, you know, before I get to these amazing queens in the building, I am so excited because, you know, it's normally Fitness Friday today, and our resident fitness coach, Dion Body Mechanic Abdullah, and his partner, Miss Karita Hall, are in Denmark right now for an amazing competition of massage therapy. They gave us a little snippet into their travels. Go ahead and take a peek.
Apollo with the Debrena.
We got to give them all the love. Big ups to Holistic Coalition for taking their unique techniques all the way to Denmark to compete in this world competition. So Dion is so excited to bring us back some amazing tips that he's learning while he's over there with some of the top-notch massage therapists all over the globe, y'all. So shout out to Holistic Coalition for doing their due diligence, finding these competitions where they get to bring their unique techniques and all the things that they bring right here to our area to the rest of the world. So we need to send them all the love. We are with y'all. We are rooting for y'all's success out there. We know y'all are going to do great in this competition. Just know we're all sending you positive vibes. Well, I'm excited because y'all know how much I love and adore Miss Nana Kibibi Monié, and she's here in the building with me. Hi, Nana.
Hi, sweetheart. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming. Now, you know, we've had you on before, and we've talked about New Black, and we've talked about some of your history, but this right here is something that you have been working for a long time. And I really want to hear some of the ways that you've experienced Boyce Watkins and his work. I mean, this doctor is phenomenal in what he brings specifically for Black communities, but please tell us your experience with Dr. Boyce Watkins.
I have gone to the last three black, all black national conventions that have been in different cities. And it is like going to a reunion, and everybody there you see, everybody there is treating you like family. I mean, everybody. It's something that you can't even imagine being surrounded by. Everyone is giving love. It's like a love fest. You're so glad to see the young and the old and the blind, crippled, and crazy together having fun and obtaining knowledge, serious knowledge, knowledge on how to what? The Ten Commandments of Black Economic Power is a bestseller of Dr. Watkins. And this is this instrument will change everything. Will change how we look at ourselves, the pride, the blueprint that will be given on how to rise up and be all we want to be as a people.
Yeah, I mean, you have told me so much about these conferences, and I can't wait to attend. This right here is foundational, I think, in terms of forward movement in Black communities globally, really,
Yeah.
because we understand that there are some specific characteristics that unfortunately have come into Black communities all over the world, and we still find ourselves in a lot of those situations to this day.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you're excited for people to learn? Because this will be the first time Dr. Boyce Watkins is coming to this area,
That's
right?
absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, what kind of things are you really excited for people to hear from him?
How you can come out of poverty and become wealthy. How you can secure generational wealth for your children and their children and their children. You know, we've been taught that we've been shown and taught that we're out of, the wealth game. And this man comes in and shows you step by step all kinds of different methods and techniques to bring you out of poverty, like having your child or yourself save $5 a day, every day. Every day, save $5. That $5 that you were going to get for a cup of coffee, or that $5 you were going to get a hamburger, don't skip it. Every day, save $5, and eventually you will be a millionaire.
Mm.
He's showing our children flashcards and concepts that basically I do believe, a lot of university students are missing
Mm.
because of the system that keeps us, from uh, moving forward
Yeah.
economically, especially.
Yeah.
This the Ten Commandments of Black Economic Power is a must have. You must get it because this is our blueprint to freedom. And that's why I got close to Dr. Watkins. I've been to 3 of the all Black national conventions now. And every time he brings in specialists from all over the world to teach us about our health, about, like I said, finances and how to become wealthy and how to manage your house, how to love each other. He and his wife have a day or a couple of days maybe where they show couples how to get through the hard times. And he's teaching love. He's teaching us how to love ourselves, not depend on a system like the education system that is definitely against us, formed against us. He shows you how to get past that. Go start doing your own schools. Make sure that our children are not taught by people that don't want us to advance.
Yeah.
When I saw him, but I stumbled on him on YouTube, and I started listening to this brother, and I said, "Wait a minute now, he's got the formula."
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that people will come on, get this knowledge, and put it to work.
Yeah, that's really important is that put it to work piece. So I'm so glad that you also say that because, we sometimes have this notion that we can just read the books, we can just learn the thing, but it's about the application of what we learn. That is so key.
Yeah.
But you've been talking about bringing Dr. Boyce Watkins here for some time, and this took some time and also took some connections. I want to talk to you about how you were able to really bring this to fruition. I just love seeing that this is going on because we've had these personal conversations and I'm like, yes, it is finally happening now. How has it been to build, a community of folks who also know of Dr. Boyce Watkins' work, and we're excited to also partner with you to bring him here?
Yes. Well, we all have formed a circle, separate, but a circle of people that know that we have a mission, and this mission is God's mission. And so the people that have been involved, Louis Rudd, Dan Seidel, my love, my heart, my everything goes to Debrena Jackson, all of us, Taylor, my assistant now, and on and on and on. We have come together because we know this is a key. This is a key to our success and salvation.
Yeah. And you've dedicated so much of your life to uplifting Black community here in the Pacific Northwest. And your energy and your dedication and love has been felt by all of us, like so many. And so this is, I want to talk to you about the extension of you continuing that because you've been like, hey, as an elder, I still got work I can do out here for my
Yes.
people. And this is a part of that. Tell us about how this event is a continuation of what you've been giving to community for so many decades.
Ooh, well, I'm the executive director of New Black Arts West Theater, as you know, and we've been offering since 2010 free classes in math, science, literary arts, history, um, all kind of academic classes, math, and on, because I decided to discontinue our summer youth education programs, arts classes, and bring to our children the classes that they are missing in school, saying they can't pass the WASL and they're behind on this and that. Well, we know that the educational system has been pitted to make that be a reality. It's not us. It's we depended on people that didn't have our best interest at heart, let's just say. And that's another key that Dr. Watkins definitely expresses and means and is true in saying we should teach our own or make sure that the people that are teaching our children are qualified and I'm appalled at how they don't want to hear Black history. We're the first history on the planet. We're the first history. And they don't want people to know of our greatness, of the accomplishments and love we've shared with this planet. You know what I'm saying? And most of all, I think the people that I called to come together, we came together because God led us together to do it. You know, I said, hey, Debrena, blah, 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 blah. Hey, Dan. Hey, Lewis, come on, you guys. I have an opportunity to bring him here because the last All Black National Conference I went to, I was a volunteer there to do classes for the children. So can you believe this? I taught the babies from all over the world because all the people that come to the conference are from all over the world. I taught them how to ham bone, y'all. Oh, I know you don't remember ham bone. You know, it goes like ham bone, have you heard? I'm going to get me a mockingbird. But instead of saying that, I invented an inventions rap. It's called the Inventor's Rap, as a matter of fact. And I had to teach them the ham bone first. And then I said, bang, bang, beep, beep, Ungawa, Black Power. And I let them know that that's what we used to march when we were marching for civil rights, when we be walking down the street. And then I said, okay, I got a better one for you. Excuse me, y'all. My name is Lynn. Do you know who invented the fountain pen? William B. Purvis. I was born to live. It makes me a lion. I'm glad I got an iron boy so I can iron. Sarah Boone. Check out a hound dog's ears. See how they flip flop? Bet you that's how they invented the mop. Anyway, I had all these children, one learning that old ham bone, and then I put the black inventors to it. I was saying one day, what have we done? Why don't they want people to know our greatness? So I went to the library. And I said, I'm going to find out what inventions are being used today that were invented by Black people. Y'all, it is phenomenal. Please do it yourself. Go to the library and see the inventions. You won't believe it. From the cell phone to the ironing board, like I said, even the camera that's up in space, it was a Black man. Please check out our history. We have done so much for the world, not just for this country, but for the entire world.
Oh, Nana, as always, it's such a pleasure because your dedication and love for our community is abound. It really is. And it's beautiful to hear that you're able to bring that to this conference and now bringing Dr. Boyce Watkins here. Lastly, I got to give you a chance to look in this camera, let folks know why they need to be there on July 8th for this event. We're putting the link in the chat. Let them know right there.
Okay. You should come and learn how to be successful. I think that's really pretty much the only thing that we have been lacking in is learning how to be successful. And this man has the belief and the anointment, I do believe, from God that this will happen if we follow that formula. It's happening for people all over the world, literally all over the world. People are listening to Boyce Watkins and following his instructions and getting involved with the world, like the stock markets, like the new automobiles that are being made, and how we can invest in ourselves and gain so much for our people, so much for our children, so much for generations to come. We are a great and brilliant people. We go to college to learn and then don't get taught. That's got to cease too. We've got to teach our own because we're all we got.
Oh, Anna, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you
for your hard work to bring Dr. Boyce Watkins right here to Seattle. I'm so excited. I can't wait to be there.
Me either.
This is definitely exciting. And we get the chance to talk to Ms. Debrena Jackson Gandy after this short break as she shares why she understood the value of this event and bringing her brilliance to it. Because we know that Ms. Debrena Jackson Gandy don't play no games. So I'm excited to talk to her right after this, y'all. Stay tuned. You're watching The Day with Trae.
Hey, I'm Besa Gordon. You may have heard my voice on Hits 106.1 or seen me on Converge Media, but now I'm coming to TV. I'm hosting the newest show on Fox 13 called Back to Besa. Check us out every weekend for the hottest topics, interviews, the latest trends, and uplifting stories. We're going to have so much fun, and teens, we got you too. Back to Besa Saturday nights, 10:30 on Fox 13, and Sundays at 10 a.m. on Fox 13 Plus.
Big Tobacco thinks they know everything. They think they know you, your community, the places you go, the way that you spend your time. They think they got you all figured out, down to a formula, a calculation based off of numbers of what they think they know. Show them they're wrong. Learn more at theythinktheyknowyou.org.
The new COVID-19 updated booster provides the best protection available right now. So don't wait. Stay safe this summer and get your updated booster today. To find a free vaccine provider near you, go to kingcounty.gov/vaccine.
1 in every 500 African Americans in the U.S. suffers from sickle cell disease. 1 in 3 African American blood donors is a match for patients with sickle cell. 1 appointment to donate blood with the American Red Cross can help save a life. Will you be that one? Visit redcrossblood.org/ourblood today to schedule an appointment at a location near you.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Day with Trae. I'm your host, Trae Holiday. Joining me right now is Miss Debrena Jackson Gandy. Hi, Debrena.
Hello, good to see you again.
Yeah,
As
always great.
always.
Yeah, always great to have you here. And this is such a phenomenal event. Of course, Miss Nana Kibibi just shared with us a lot of the foundation and history of why she was like, let me really talk to people, get them on board, let them understand. But you have your own connection to the conference she mentioned, and clearly you are always a part of some phenomenal events that are bringing empowerment to our community. Tell us more about what got you connected to this.
Well, back in early 2021, Kibibi said to me, Debrena, there is a conference that Dr. Boyce Watkins is doing. It's all Black national conference. It's all about Black family, Black wealth, Black economics, Black business, Black health. You got to be there. I had never been, hadn't heard of it before, but she said, I need to go. So I said to my husband, we're going to Orlando. And so I walk into this room filled with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Black folks from all over the country and the world, all these Black businesses, these amazing sessions. I got to hear Queen Afua speak. She did a beautiful keynote and a healing for the entire room of hundreds of men and women. And I saw he was about it. And holistically 360 had this gorgeous banquet giving out awards to Black businesses and organizations that had made the largest impact. So he is about it. He's making a difference. He's not just about rhetoric and talk and conversation. He has systems, people that are on board. It's a movement. And so when Kibibi said, I want to bring him to the Northwest, I said, well, I want to be one of those folks on the team because I want to do what I can do to make this an awesome event. He's never been west of the Mississippi for this kind of event. So to come out here to the Northwest and not just go to California or down to Texas or up to New York, this is amazing. So I'm so excited for this first time event here in the Northwest.
Yeah, this is really exciting. I mean, you can Google Dr. Boyce Watkins and just find so much because he's an author, a political analyst, a social influencer, and clearly a change maker, right? And,
Yes.
Kibibi was talking about the need for what he brings for it to be here and really embed in the hearts and minds of the people. Tell us more about what you were able to experience and why you're excited to have people come and hear these messages that are really so needed in our community.
Right. Well, one of the things I really appreciate about Dr. Watkins is one, he's a financial activist. He understands how to build wealth in our community, and he has done it. So this is a multimillionaire that is coming to share what he's learned, what he's seen, what he's done, not just theoretics or theory. So, and then he's also going to be training us based on his latest book, The 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power. And people have a chance to buy a book, have the book signed, learn and hear from the author. And to hear how you individually, at the family level, the business level, and the community level can build wealth, starting where we are, but having our mindset be elevated to recognize the opportunity. So I see a movement issuing forth from that event. And, it's in line with the Elevate movement, the empowerment movement I started in 2017. One of the pillars is economic empowerment through business and enterprise. So this was a beautiful synergy and a natural fit when Kibibi reached out. In addition to the other community organizations and businesses that she wanted to have become a coalition to make this happen. So we're just glad to be in the number.
Well, I'll tell you that, for me, this is really exciting. I've been looking at different models of wealth building, right? There's a lot of different strategies and approaches to it. And one that I'm excited about is like circular economy methods. And I know Dr. Boyce Watkins kind of speaks on this as well, because there's ways that we get to invest in each other that really build the foundation for economic power. Tell us more. So you have an excerpt there you want to share.
Well, absolutely. Well, his first commandment is always be an asset to your family. And it includes how to keep it in the family. He talks about how to have your children be employees. How can you do that from a tax standpoint, from a labor standpoint, and to start to train them up in learning how to be owners themselves, the tax breaks and benefits, things that we often don't know, and how we don't have to necessarily go out and start outside the family, but how can we start within our micro community with our family in terms of building wealth? That's just one of the commandments, but he's big on that. And he also mentions which I think is wonderful. He talks about the unsurpassed cultural genius of Black folks. And that is our number one asset. And so how do we then mobilize that for us, by us, with us to create wealth 100 years out? So that's exciting to me. I know pieces of that. I'm third generation entrepreneur. I grew up in a Black entrepreneurial family. But there are pieces that are still missing, because I can't say that 100 years down the road, the choices I make while I'm here on earth will still be making an impact. Maybe 1 or 2 generations, but 100 years, that's 4 generations, 6 generations. So every single person has something they can benefit from at this event, whether it's as an individual, whether it's as a couple, whether it's as a family, whether it's as a business owner, or whether someone who wants to be part of a community wealth building movement. A new one. We've had them before, but in the modern era, it's time again.
Yeah.
So yeah, all kinds of nourishment will be happening on Saturday, July 8th.
Saturday, July 8th. This is really exciting because, as we are in this digitization of our world, a lot of information is kind of coming at us, and it's great to have a trusted messenger like Dr. Boyce Watkins to come bring these strategies to us. But as you said, it's not just theory, it's something he has lived, he has modeled and exemplified. So to have this Dr. Boyce Watkins come in and have this event here, first time up here in this area, kudos to you, Nana Kibibi, the whole team, for doing this and bringing this opportunity to us all. We're sharing the link there, y'all, in the chat. Make sure you click on that link. You can register for the tickets. They can also go to newblackartswest.org, right?
Yes, spelled N-U, Black.
N-U, blackartswest.org. And y'all can get the tickets. I'm telling you, this is going to be a phenomenal event. Ms. Debrena, as always, I got to give you a huge shout out, because you've been a part of some phenomenal events that are always talking about economic power and always talking about how we can understand the brilliance within us, create businesses, build businesses, and help businesses sustain in our community. So thank you a ton.
Thank you
for all that you have done as well. And
it's in my blood.
So glad to know that you're a part of this phenomenal event. Can't wait to be with y'all on the 8th.
Thank you. See you next week.
Yes, absolutely. Woo! I told you all it's going to be phenomenal today, because these two queens just dropped some gems. For those of you who are looking to connect to this amazing economic movement, join us. This event is something that, as they said, it is family friendly. They want you to come get the education, learn how to really allow the family to be your first economic unit and become the foundation for generational wealth. This is something me and my brother are talking about all the time. So I may just try to get him to come and join me, because we are always talking about family compounds, how we do generational wealth building, how we create a family bank, how do we use a family trust, how do we build wealth with insurance policies. I mean, he and I go on and in depth, but it's also because there's so much information coming at us. Be sure that y'all click on that link or go to newblackartswesttheater.org, blackartswesttheater.org, and get your ticket today. I encourage you to be inspired as much as I am. Of course, y'all know I get to wrap it all up right after this short break. Stay tuned. You're watching The Day with Trae.
The new COVID-19 updated booster provides the best protection available right now. So don't wait. Stay safe this summer and get your updated booster today. To find a free vaccine provider near you, go to kingcounty.gov/vaccine.
Big Tobacco thinks they know everything. They think they know you, your community, the places you go, and the way that you spend your time. They think they got you all figured out, down to a formula, a calculation based off of numbers of what they think they know. Show them they're wrong. Learn more at theythinktheyknowyou.org.
1 in every 500 African Americans in the U.S. suffers from sickle cell disease. 1 in 3 African American blood donors is a match for patients with sickle cell. 1 appointment to donate blood with the American Red Cross can help save a life. Will you be that one? Visit redcrossblood.org/ourblood today to schedule an appointment at a location near you.
Hey, I'm Boyce Gordon. You may have heard my voice on Hits 106.1 or seen me on Converge Media, but now I'm coming to TV. I'm hosting the newest show on Fox 13 called Back to Basa. Check us out every weekend for the hottest topics, interviews, the latest trends, and uplifting stories. We're going to have so much fun, and teens, we got you too. Back to Basa Saturday nights, 10:30 on Fox 13, and Sundays at 10 a.m. on Fox 13 Plus.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Day with Trae. I'm your host, Trae Holiday. What a fun filled. I mean, it was so fulfilling. Just filled my soul today. I want to thank my guests. Huge shout out to Nana Kibibi Monié and, of course, Debrena Jackson Gandy for bringing their brilliance to the show today, but also for really collaborating with so many others to bring Dr. Boyce Watkins here. Y'all, we are putting that link there in the comments, but also you can go to it's newblackartswest.org, newblackartswest.org, and y'all can also get your tickets to this amazing event there, July 8th. It is going down. We are setting a new model of thinking around economic development in our communities, y'all. And we encourage y'all to come take a part of this. Understand that it's up to us. It's not just about us reading the books and getting the knowledge and being intellectual about it. We have to apply this. And we need to do it now, because as they said, if we set these motions in motion now, for 100 years moving forward in our future, we'll actually be able to establish wealth techniques that will continue throughout that century. And that's going to be key to changing so many of the disparities that we are experiencing in global majority communities all over the world. So I encourage you to be inspired. Y'all know I was every time. It's so great to be here in the Black Media Matter studios and listen to these phenomenal stories and connect with all of these amazing guests who are doing the work. So I encourage y'all to be inspired. If you need some of that inspiration, come to the event on the 8th. You will get injected with inspiration and new strategies to embed, starting with your family, y'all. And if we're all doing this and connecting, I promise you, we will have a web of brilliance that will really set the tone for how our future generations are experiencing the world by really eliminating the racial wealth divide, the wealth gap. We see it very big here in the Pacific Northwest, but we can do some things to change that. It's not on someone else, it's on us. Let's figure out how to get these techniques in our system and move them through so that our families can be the ones that say, we have generational wealth now. We know what that looks like. We're not going from a scarcity mindset or model. We are in an abundance mindset. So I encourage you to be there on July 8th. Huge shout out to everyone who made this happen. I'm telling y'all, I'm super excited. Also, really exciting. Tomorrow is Soul on the Water. I will be there co-hosting with Bo Blast. I'm excited to be there. This is 2 to 8 p.m. Friends of Waterfront and Africatown, Pier 62, a phenomenal concert. Y'all heard from Jack Ross yesterday. He is excited to bring his sultry voice to that stage and do soul music for all of us out there in the crowd. Make sure y'all come down to Pier 62. This is a free event for the public. Bring your family and friends. Have a good old time right there at the water, celebrating amazing artistry and music from so many of the amazing performers we have here that have been dedicating themselves here, but also beyond. And we get to see Jack Ross, y'all, live on that stage. So I encourage you to join me tomorrow at Pier 62 from 2 to 8 p.m. And for me, until Monday at 11 a.m., y'all. Peace. Converge Media produces culturally relevant content for Black and urban audiences. Our coverage is raw, transparent, and objective, praised by community leaders, government officials, and residents. Support Converge Media today via Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal at Converge Media.